Right. Yep. Right. Hey man, we got got something better than nothing. Well, January was usually a slow month anyway. Oh yeah, the 22nd. Yeah, I hear you. Just like being in typing class. Yep. Go ahead.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages? Welcome to a brand new episode of the Gamer Section Podcast. I am Kano, the brutally honest gamer.
And yeah, this is your boy Sinister. And yeah, let's get this show on the road, y'all.
Already. So, Sinister, what you been playing for the week, man? What games you been playing?
Well, outside of the reviews, I had a chance to try out the Fast and the Furious Arcade Edition. Yeah, I wanted to try that for myself. I said, yeah, it's not that great. I'll stick to Cruise and Blast over this. but um, that's really the only thing I had a chance to play outside of that. But all the rest is just review games. So of course I'm not gonna name those. Like I'll let y'all go to the website, go to the web channel, and just check it out for yourselves.
Already. For me, outside of the reviews that I got coming up, I going back into Resident Evil 4 remake. I'm almost at the end of that game. I already beat it on PlayStation 5. Now I'm beating it on the Series X. And I gotta say, I'm sharpening up the skills before Resident Evil Requiem, and I'm having fun with the game, and it just brings back the fun factor of it. And also, I'm at the end of Metal Gear Solid Delta, and I just finished up a game that I just got a review put together for it. I'm not gonna say what it is, but y'all gonna see what I have to say about it when that review actually drops. And the game is really not that great, so y'all see that. But I finally dabbed into PC. Okay, I finally dabbed into playing the game on PC for the first time in a super long time. And I know people were really shocked. Oh, you play a PC game? Yeah, I played a PC game. Uh,
Told you.
yeah. So I they didn't have a demo for the joint on console, so it was only on PC. So I played the games from Capcom. It's called Pragmata. I played the demo, and it was actually fun, and I can't wait to play it when it fully releases. So um, it made me look at PC gaming in a different light after actually playing Pragmata on PC than I normally do with play on console. You get what I'm saying, son?
Yeah.
So will I play games on PC full time? No. I ain't doing that. I'm still playing games console. I'm still console all day. But I'm only playing PC games when it's only on PC and not on any other platform. So
I
that's
hear you,
how.
'cause yeah, I told you, man, expand your horizons. Be like Bruce Lee, just don't limit yourself. But I know you want to stick to where you stick to best. So I mean, yeah, that's understandable. But as far as like Resident Evil 4, have you dabbed into the mercenary mode?
Not yet. I'm trying to finish up the campaign side of it. I'm almost at the end of it. I'm like at chapter 15, chapter 16.
Yeah, because I beat it on both PlayStation and on Xbox.
Yeah, we know you do because you're a Resident Evil fiend. So
Exactly. I mean, you got to think about it. Like this March is the 30th anniversary.
nah, facts, and that's why I was saying to you though, bro. You basically are a Resident Evil fiend, bro. Let us know if you hear any echo in the background. You know, to the people in the chat, let us know because I'm still working on the kinks of OBS, so y'all bear with us. But yeah, you're a Resident Evil fiend, but I haven't did Mercenaries yet. I'm going to play Mercenaries. Also, oh yeah, I also was playing Anthem, and that's what we dive into first. The Anthem. So to everybody that's wondering, Anthem is shutting down. I think either today or tomorrow.
Right.
And I played a good bit of Anthem, and I'm like, it was a game that could have been. And what I mean by it's a game that could have been, that it could have had its own solo campaign. It could have had like a concrete story. Instead, they made it to where it's multiplayer only, and it didn't really too much have a campaign. And then when it came onto the current gen hardware, they really didn't up the ante and fix the frame rates and the whole nine. They didn't really do any justice. But Anthem will be missed to people that like the game and to people that want to play it. Like after it goes offline, you won't be able to play it based off the fact that it was a multiplayer only type of game. So, to the people that don't know what Anthem is like a co-op game where you basically play as a mech. Well, not a mech. You know, you have your main protagonist, but you also have the machine mechs that you ride around with, and you get to attack different animals and species and stuff like that. Do these little side missions and main missions and stuff like that. And you really play with people online, and you can play with you play with people, random people, or you play with people that's you have on your Xbox Live party or PlayStation Plus party. But Sinister, what are your thoughts about Anthem shutting down, and what would you like to see in future games in the future?
I mean, unfortunately, I never had a chance to play it. I mean, during the time it came out, it just didn't appeal to me because, like, I played like games that were like multiplayer only, like i.e. Titanfall 1. I was like, and I mean, it just didn't appeal to me. But for those who enjoyed it, I mean, that's cool and all. But unfortunately, it's sad that it got taken offline. But I mean, it's just usually how it goes with things like that. Like, but there's the support was dying out, and unfortunately, they had to shut it down. But I mean, for Bioware, it's like, it's one of those unfortunate cases.
No, facts. It's an unfortunate case, and the crazy thing is they were supposed to revamp it into like Anthem 2.0, but they ended up canceling it because of the budget or whatever. And BioWare, I put it to you like this: when it comes to BioWare is known for some real good RPGs. Like everybody knows, hello, Mass Effect. You
Yep.
dig? What is Dragon Age? We know Dragon Age. The
Jade
Vanguard.
Empire.
Yeah, Jade Empire. Everybody know Dragon Age the Vanguard. It wasn't a great game, but it was decent. Like I'll just say it like this: when it comes to, I don't know what it is when it comes to like certain levels of gamers and stuff like that, or these new generation of journalism, and when it comes to reviewing games, okay, they really be putting forth a negative emphasis on certain spots of the game that's really bad. Like they really, I just say like this when it comes to Dragon Age the Vanguard, from my perspective of playing it. For me playing it, in my standpoint, I actually liked the game. I didn't love it because of the storytelling. The storytelling wasn't great, but the gameplay and all that was still good.
Yeah.
You dig? And for me, I would have rated it like a 4 out of 5. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, we supposed to had a review done for it, but it would be down the road for it. But if I had to give it a rating right now, it would be a 4 out of 5. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
understandable.
It wasn't a perfect game by a long shot, but it was still a good. If you look at um, BioWare, they working on the next Mass Effect game. We might not even see it this generation. It depends because of the RAM shortages due to AI and the price going up. We might see delays in consoles. We never know what's going
That
on.
greedy AI.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's exciting to see that a console is delayed. And we just, and I digress. I'm going to get back to the topic. I digress. But Anthem, to me, you can see the potential within that game. There was potential there within the game. It just wasn't utilized and capitalized in the high caliber of what it could have been. But there's
Yeah.
people that still want to play single player style games, and they don't want to play multiplayer style games all the time. They want to play something that's single player based. And I feel like another problem that was with Anthem was the microtransactions was heavy riddled within that game.
That's all. That's another thing that grind my gears is like microtransactions because it seems like everybody and their mom was just copying the same trend. Just hey, just get greedy. It's like hey, just put these out there for cosmetics.
Mm-hmm.
Things like just gamble with your money.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate. That's a terrible stigma to have when it comes to that. Shout out to Yados1238. Anthem was a great game. Just messed up with the online a bit. I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
But the online wasn't bad. It was just that when you look at online, is you just mainly playing with randoms. I don't know if you could play with teams that like if you're on Xbox or if you're on PlayStation. I don't know. I
Oh,
don't remember.
crossplay.
Yeah, we're not crossplay, but like if you can play with people that's in the party with you, like let's say if you have a party and you have a party of a few people and you playing Anthem, I don't know if you can play online with your crew in a party or if you only can play with randoms. And when I was playing online, I was playing with randoms, and it wasn't a good experience like that in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Then I was thought about just streaming the last days of playing Anthem on Twitch, but I'm like, got too many reviews to do and stuff like that, so I ain't gonna have time to really do that.
Yeah.
But Anthem, for what it was, you like I told you, it's a potential type of game, but they should have went ahead and went with Anthem 2.0 and created something that could have been phenomenal, and they could have like done it justice because they could have had a storyteller. And Yodos 1238 said online function, but the content was slow to come out. I understand that. That's understandable.
Right. Because I mean that would have been the redemption right there. Because hey, something that would have revitalized it. Hey, you would have got more players to come on board because hey, you got more content. Got more players. There was kept the servers going.
Oh yeah, that's facts. But yo, Sam, let's go ahead and talk about Cold Violet, man. I
All right,
want to say this for the end of the show, but I want to talk about this right now. Let's go ahead and talk about this now.
go ahead.
All right. So Cold Violet from Team Kill Media, if I'm not mistaken, that's the name of the crew. Okay. So if y'all don't know who Team Kill Media is, they're known for Quantum Error. They're known for Sun and Bone. They're known for Cold Violet that just released. And they say that is one of the worst games to release for PlayStation this year. And it's a PlayStation exclusive. It's not on PC. It's not on Xbox. It's not on Nintendo Switch 2. Just on PlayStation 5. And this is like one of the most, it's like the worst game that ever came out. So, that's Figgity Facts, No Fiction. So I'm about to do a lot of talking. Yeah, bear with me. I'm about to break down some stuff. And this is my perspective. And I ain't writing nothing down. This is all my perspective of Cold Violet Team Kill Media. We also got an article coming out later on today about that on the website, thegamersection.blogspot.com. So y'all check that out. But let's go and break it down. From my standpoint on Team Kill Media, they are known to release unfinished, unpolished games. You dig?
Yep.
Again, I'm gonna repeat it. They're known to release unfinished, unpolished, lower quality games. All right. And what the kicker is, they only want to release it on PlayStation 5 based off the fact that PlayStation is known to not do well with refunds like that. People know that PlayStation don't really do refunds like that.
Mm-hmm.
So That's why you don't see it. That's the true reason why you don't see it on any other platform other than PlayStation. You feel
They
me?
knew what they were doing.
Yeah, they definitely knew what they were doing. So I'm gonna keep it short and sweet with it, but I'm not gonna try to be too long about what I'm about to say with them. So we reached out to Team Kill Media about receiving a review code for Cold Violet, right? And when I tell you they are some of the most unprofessional PR dev personnel to date, that is an understatement. We didn't get a response back. They end up blocking people if they don't have anything positive to say about the game. And companies like IGN and so on and so on, Noisy Pixel gave negative reviews on the game, and we could have gave a more positive review on the game from our standpoint and gave it, we would have been more fair. That's basically what I'm saying.
Right.
But the way that they've gone about conducting business with actual gamers, they're actually alienating gamers and going about it the wrong way. If any of us say anything about that media company, they will end up blocking us on social media and try to talk down on the next person when it comes to that. And in my personal opinion, bro, that's highly unprofessional. You alienating your gamers from even wanting to play your games. You're not finishing the game. You're just rushing a product out there. And when you're rushing a product out there, you're going to get bad results. You're going to get bad reviews. The advice that I would say to them is take your good old sweet old time creating a product and making the product phenomenal for what people want to play. If you are pushing out of game and rushing a product, you're going to get bad results. Every bad action, you're going to have consequence with those situations. And Cold Violet wasn't an exception of a bad action that had consequences because you're charging $50 on PlayStation 5. You have bugs and glitches within the game to the highest caliber. There's some parts of the game, from what I've heard, that it was unplayable. You dig? And they didn't take their time to create and patch and polish, get all the bugs and glitches out of that game. They just wanted to put the product out there just to get money from people. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep.
And I'm highly disappointed in Team Kill Media. That's 3 games in a row that people said them games is trash. Quantum Error they said it was a trash game. Sun and Bone, they said that was a trash game. Now you got Cold Violet, and that's a trash game. But from the standpoint of people, what they're talking about, other gamers saying the game is not good. If you go on to the actual Twitter page, they already trying to keep it with the positives. They trying to basically put a positive spin on the situation, which I don't knock it. You know what I'm saying? They trying to keep people in a positive mind frame of wanting to try their game out, which is understandable. But let me put you on the pedestal of this, and this is just me being 100% real behind this. Don't rush a product where it can actually be a great, solid game. If you didn't learn from what Cyberpunk 2077 was when they first released that game, how bad that game was in the beginning, they really took their time to critique and make that game better. And now Cyberpunk 2077 is one of the best games we ever played. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
With Cold Violet, y'all just rushing the game and put that out there just to get some money from off of people. And I bet you they're using AI for some of the aspects of the technology behind the game. And that's why I gotta say, what you said, Sinister?
I said that's just laziness.
Definitely. And that's why I have to say that when it comes to Cold Violet, it's an epic fail. This basically going to be considered, if not the worst game of 2026. The worst game. And not only that, that game should have been a multi-platform game. It shouldn't just be on PlayStation. It should be on PC. It should be on Xbox. It should be on Nintendo. It should be on all different platforms. But instead, y'all want to choose the supposed easy way to manipulate and take money out of people. Just put it on PlayStation 5, because when it comes to refunds, PlayStation don't do well with refunds. and they don't really give people back the money or whatever to people like that. And the policy for PlayStation really sucks.
Yep.
That's the unfortunate side of PlayStation. The policy really sucks when it comes to PlayStation.
Don't bother contacting them on the weekends because no one's available.
Exactly. So I did enough talking about it. What are your thoughts about it, though?
I mean, yeah, it's unfortunate what they done. I mean, like I said, they planned it. The way they put it on there, it's just like that situation kind of reminds me about Boss Keys. What Cliffy B put out years ago, and
Mm-hmm.
of course when he released it on the PS4, and how much of a major flop that was, and look what happened. Like he released many games after that under a studio, and every one of them flopped, and he ended up shutting the studio down.
Mm-hmm.
Now for this studio here, it's like you release three bad games in a row, and you're still in the business. And it's like, what's that telling you? And this is like, of course, this game right here is trying to copy trying to be, bring back Dino Crisis, or the love successor to Dino Crisis, but of course it ended up failing.
Mm-hmm.
It just shows you they didn't want to take their sweet time with it. This is trying to make a profit of it, like trying to scam people out of their money. Like I said, y'all, up to the gamers, like, y'all gotta have the power of the wallet. You gotta be careful, let them know it's, hey, power. Like, look, before I put in my hard-earned money, I expect a game to be worth my time and my money. If it's not, say, hey, don't set me this just to pay a dime on your product. And then the way they're going around blocking people because they don't want they don't want that smoke. And it's like, hey man, it's like you put out the way you rush it, you put out a bad product, of course you're gonna get bad results. They don't want to deal with the smoke. That's why they go on a blocking party. And it just shows that that's just a bad way of doing business, and people just don't respect you that way.
That is true. I just feel like when it comes to that studio, they're the laughing stock of the gaming industry, and that's Figgity Facts, No Fiction.
And then this is the first. I mean, we're already beginning in 2026. You already got one flop, and it's an exclusive flop, or I should say slop.
Yeah, it is a slop, a major slop at that. The thing about it is though, like for us, we're not tripping if we don't get a review code. That's not the issue.
No.
The issue that we have with companies that have that mindset like that is the unprofessionalism of them being like that. When they're unprofessional and when we actually are putting together when we actually putting reviews together and when we are actually doing what we're doing for the gamers and stuff like that, and when we reach out to people in that sense, they have a sense of unprofessionalism, and you're going to burn a lot of bridges to the point where people is not going to rock with you in the long run.
Exactly.
And the way I look at it is they looking for short change game and not playing the long game. When you take your time and develop a game, the game will actually be better than what it is. If you just want to, this is the thing though, I put your own game. Sun and Bone came out like what 2023, right?
Yep.
And then 2022 or 2021, it was Quantum Error, if I'm not mistaken. And then you releasing Cold Violent in 2026, and it's just 12 developers. So the math is not math, and you got 12 developers, and you putting out 3 games like in the next few years apart. Not only that, you're using the same type of assets from the previous games, and you haven't really learned from the mistakes of why that game was that bad. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I feel like when it comes to them, they don't take time to really develop the games, and then not only that, y'all trying to use a female and try to use her for sex appeal to try to sell the game and killing dinosaurs, but it's a fail. You get what I'm saying?
I know some people were saying like, oh, they don't want to put it on PC because we don't want anybody modding our characters and blah blah blah. I was like,
that was a load of crap.
right.
That was definitely a load of crap, and they know it. And like I looked on their website to see what other games they're working on. They're working on Sun and Bone 2 and a bunch of other games. I'm like, y'all are really trying to find cheap ways to profit off of terrible games.
Just taking shortcuts instead of like actually putting in the real effort and making the game great. They're just trying to rush it out just to make a profit.
Exactly. And they gonna fail miserably. I think that studio, if they keep going the way they're going, I say the next few years they're gonna end up shutting down.
That's Resident getting shut down right now. Like, come on, you having 3 flops in a row, and how y'all still in business?
Bro, that studio is just as bad as that studio that did that game the day before. I know y'all remember that game the day before.
Oh yeah.
That game the day before, game was a manipulative game, like on the levels of trying to be the next division with cars and stuff like that. That wasn't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? And I don't knock no developers. I like to see developers create phenomenal games, but Team Kill Media, that was not it. That's 3 bad games in a row, and y'all still haven't learned from that mistake. And basically, not only that, I'm gonna tell you what the kicker about it is, though, before we actually move on, because we still got topics to go on, right?
Mhm.
Okay, when it comes to like Team Kill Media, and I'm gonna put it in this perspective. You feel me? I almost caught a brain fart even just thinking about this, right?
Mhm.
When you look at Team Kill Media and how they really like take the easy way out on certain things, you feel me?
Yeah.
They continuously blocking people and alienate their consumers. If they keep going the way that they're going in the ratio that they keep going in the ratio, they will be shut down and they will become the laughing stock of the gaming community like they are right now. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I really got to say about it. Y'all comment y'all thoughts on co-violent, you feel me? And we're gonna move on. So send us what's the next topic, man.
I guess we're just gonna talk about the directors coming up on the 22nd. So now
Yeah.
they said because Xbox confirmed the developers working on their next games. Of course, you probably seen out there they're talking more about Fable and Forza Horizon 6. So yeah, I mean, which is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, it's like yeah, just like the first month of the year, we got a showcase that's coming out. Well, everybody has their showcase, like by the Nintendo,
Mm-hmm.
Xbox, so on and so forth. So I mean, I'm glad that see that Microsoft's coming out of the gate on the 22nd, and of course, like everybody's heard about Game Freak and their game Beast and Reincarnation is going to be revealed. So I mean, yeah, and of course, we're probably going to stream that. So what day is that on? The 22nd, of course, that's a Thursday, but see, that's in the afternoon. But like I said, if anybody's gonna check it out on that day, hey, go for it. But anyways, anywho, like, but for the direct, I mean, yeah, I'm definitely interested to see like this what Game Freak has to show. Plus, see a little bit more about Forza Horizon 6 because I'm a big Forza guy. Because Canada can tell you that. And see a
Mm-hmm.
little bit more about Fable coming back. See a little more gameplay. So, um, I'm not gonna ramble on. Go ahead, Kano. Give me your thoughts.
For me, I'm definitely excited about Fable more than I am Forza Horizon 6. I definitely want to play Forza Horizon 6, but I'm more excited for Fable. I'm hoping we get a real deep dive of the gameplay aesthetics of Fable. Because we seen teasers of it, but we didn't see like the full breakdown of the gameplay of what you can and cannot do um on that game, and I'm definitely looking forward to actually seeing more of it. I hope that it's going to be worthwhile and it's going to really gravitate to people that wanting to capture the essence of the past Fable games within this Fable from Playground Games. And hopefully this will be a start of more type of games that we will see from Playground Games outside of the Forza games. You
Right.
dig?
Yeah.
So no,
Mhm.
go ahead.
Oh, before you continue on, just to let you know, Playground Games, they do the Horizon series. Where Turn 10 Studios, they do the Motorsport series when it comes to Forza. So just to put that out there.
Yeah, unfortunately, Turn 10 Studios, they're basically a support studio for Playground Games now. That's wild.
Yeah. But continue on.
Yeah, so you got Beast of Reincarnation. That's basically from the people that made Power World.
Yeah.
So they're making it's more like a Souls like game, but not really. Kind of like how Black Myth Wukong is.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm definitely excited about that game. I want to see more of that gameplay as well. Um, Like I ain't really got too much to say about the developer direct because that's really all they're gonna show. I know that they have people like Just Cores and all them. They teasing a fourth game that they're supposed to be announced, supposed to be a promising title from an indie studio. So
Right.
I definitely want to see what they are bringing to the table with that. Only thing I'm kind of disappointed about what they announced when it comes to games is they not showing nothing with Gears E Day or State of Decay 3, but I think they're saving it for the bigger showcase in June. And yeah, man, it's gonna be streamed here live on the Gamer Section's YouTube channel, and we're gonna give our live commentary. Well, I know Sinister might not be able to make it, but I know I'm gonna be here streaming and holding down the fort.
Right.
So I'll stream it. I'll give my honest take on it. But I'm kind of excited about it. But I'm holding my expectations on the developers direct in check. And I think they're supposed to show gameplay on Forza Horizon 6. So and it takes place in Japan, so it's like finally we get a game it's a game for Forza that's in Japan.
You know, I'll be on that day one, and of course that's gonna be my review whenever it drops.
Yeah, so y'all gonna see his review. But yeah, Fable I definitely want to see. Hopefully, when it comes to Fable, I'm hoping that the announcement of that game is released that day on the 22nd. That would be dope. I'll be like already installing it, bro. I'll be playing it. You know what I mean? I'll be ready to play. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'll see. Like when is that? Like when it's good and ready? Yeah, I definitely be ready to download it because I mean, like, I want to keep my expectations in check because, like, I don't want to be all excited, just go ahead and download it. There's going to be a load of bugs and stuff, like, so.
Yeah. Not make say, hey, what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but with the Xbox Developers Direct, they always shadow drop a game. So the question is, what game is it? And Xbox is about to have a phenomenal year when it comes to the software of games and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, he said you have got an echo. Oh, got an echo. Okay, hold on. All right. Let me know if the echo is clean now.
Is it coming from me or you?
I don't know. I have no idea. But I think we fixed it though, so everything should be straight.
All right. Got anything else before we move on?
Yeah. So I didn't even know there was an echo, but I'll just say like this here when it comes to Xbox Developers Direct. This is basically a start of what Xbox has this year because they're supposed to have a lot of games dropping this year from Xbox. We're finally going to get Gears, Forza, Halo, and all the same year.
Yeah.
I always say this about Xbox when it comes to their multi-platform approach when it comes to their games. I always say that when it comes to Xbox, Bethesda, Activision, Blizzard, Kingdom, that should be a multi-platform side of it, and the Xbox Game Studio should be exclusive-only titles because they need to keep some form of exclusivity within them so they can have their console sell, like how Sony is doing with some of their games. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But Xbox, I'm not blaming Xbox. Is more so on Microsoft doing this.
Yeah, the higher ups.
The higher ups is actually doing it because if you look at Phil Spencer, Sarah Bonds, they don't want to do that. They want to keep stuff tight up to Xbox.
Right.
But it's really Microsoft itself that's doing that because of that whole Activision Blizzard King deal that happened. And honestly, that deal, looking back on that deal, it wasn't a bad deal, but it wasn't the best deal. And the reason why I say that is because they had the money, they could have opened up more studios and create products, create different projects with different studios. Like them closing down that initiative, I feel like that was a bad move for them to close down that studio.
Right.
And Perfect Dark is like what could have been. And
what studio did that? Supposed to work on that Contraband. Of course, I know that got canceled.
Avalanche Studios.
Let's see.
Avalanche Studio. But thing about it is, I could tell you right now, Avalanche, that game Contraband, I felt like that game was going to go out like Concord.
Well, good thing it got canceled before it even dropped.
Nah, facts. And the only thing I can say about it is I don't blame Xbox, the Xbox division itself. It's the higher ups that's really it's sabotaging Xbox in a sense, right? Because like you want to make everything like this is an Xbox, you feel me? And really the core fan base of Xbox gamers is still sticking with the console. Everybody know I'm more of an Xbox guy, but I'm the type I'm critical on Xbox because I want them to get better. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? And when it comes to Xbox as a brand, it's still a good gaming brand. They got great games and stuff like that. But it's the higher risk that's sabotaging Xbox for what it can be great. Like the Xbox Series X is still good, the S is still good, but um, when it comes down to the higher ups, they're basically, what's the word I'm looking for?
Mm-hmm.
They're basically oblivious to really what's going on, and they're really not gamers. They kind of like how Jim Ryan is. Ryan is, when it comes to game, they're not gamers. They're just really money hungry.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So that's really all I gotta say about it when it comes to it. The Xbox Developers Direct, I'm excited for, and that's it. But so let me ask you this though: what's going on with these ex Rockstar employees taking their dispute and stuff like that? What's going on with that?
I mean, yeah, because like behind the scenes, like feels like they've been working on these games, like working all these hours, and just not paying them for it. So really, they had to take it up to say, hey, this, because they formed that union to say, hey, look, we're looking for relief.
Uh-huh.
It's like, hey, let's take it to the tribunal, trying to get paid.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it said like it was taking place over there in Scotland, over in Glasgow, Scotland. Like, yeah, they're saying like they're sitting there trying to cut all these people loose and trying to keep the money for themselves, but they don't want to pay anybody. So now that now they're trying to fight to get their get compensated. So, what are your thoughts about it?
Um, this is going to be like a war when it comes to developers and the publishers when it comes to the union.
Yeah,
When you look at Rockstar Games, Rockstar Games, I wouldn't say they're a shell of their former self, but they're not what it once was because back on the PlayStation 2 and 1 days, not two, 1 days, but PlayStation 2 days and original Xbox days, we were seeing a plethora of Rockstar games like Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead, Manhunt, Bully, Midnight Club. You know what I
yep,
mean? Just to name a few. Even State of Emergency, that was a game that was from Rockstar Games.
hmm
You feel me? And now all we get from Rockstar Games once in the blue moon is either Grand Theft Auto or Red Dead Redemption. Like what we do know about Rockstar Games right now, they're working on one of the most anticipated games of the year, and that's Grand Theft Auto 6. And they already
right,
in pre-production. They like in the super early stages of Red Dead Redemption 3. So, and they got and the crazy thing is Rockstar Games got all these studios from different countries working on
right,
Grand Theft Auto 6. And they could have took some of these studios to work on other side projects. Like, okay, you look at it right now. Remedy, they're working on Max Payne, the 1 and 2 remake. They put it in one big game, right?
right.
So they outsourcing. What Rockstar Games and Take Two Interactive could have been doing right now is outsourcing their titles and let other studios create, like especially Manhunt or remaking the Warriors, for
Yes,
example, right? Everybody and their mom they want a Warriors remake. You feel me? Or a Bully remake, or a Bully sequel. Well, actually, people want a Bully sequel. But what's
yeah,
going on
definitely
right
more
now?
of a sequel.
Yeah, a sequel. But if you look at like the union side of the whole thing, people are basically going through a situation where they're not getting compensated for the work on GTA 6, and GTA 6 already has been delayed to November 17th,
Yeah,
and there's a possibility of it might even be delayed out of 2026 to 2027. So it's a possibility. So what I'm saying is that people that is working on these games, like especially from Rockstar, they need to be unionized. Like every game developer needs to get paid. Excuse me, get paid for their work
exactly.
because creating a game is not easy at all when it comes to creation. Because okay, if y'all watch on YouTube, there's Double Fine Productions, right?
Uh
That
huh.
created Psychonauts. They got a docu series that actually showcases the creation of Psychonauts 2. And I watched the whole 33 episodes. You know what I'm saying? It's like some between 30 minutes, some of them to like an hour and some change. And it really shows of the structure of creating a game in formulating everything within the studio, with people leaving the studio, people joining the studio, getting caught up to speed about the development process of the game. Then when you're in pre-production of the game, you have to really come up with the concept and ideas of how you want to formate the story and stuff like that. And you seen Tim Schafer, I don't know his last name.
Tim Schafer.
Yeah, Tim Schafer. I'm sorry. He's in his office, like writing the script up for Psychonauts 2, which I feel like they should hopefully start working on Psychonauts 3. Cause I'm ready to play Psychonauts 3. Psychonauts 1 and 2. Facts. Psychonauts 1 and 2 is phenomenal games, but all I know what I'm trying to say is, though, the game developers need to be unionized to get paid for their work. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I agree. Because you got to think about it. Like a lot of these guys and the ladies too. He's like, I mean, yeah, they're there to do a job, to make a great game and all. But here's the thing: on the flip side, like they're putting in all these hours. They're taking time away from their families. Some of them may have families at home. You're taking time away from them, just trying to get this game done. But then, of course, the higher ups, they want to take shortcuts and just, hey, we just need fire people just to save them money that they get the bonuses and stuff, and they don't get anything. So, I mean, that's not right. So, yeah, man, they got to do what's right just to get compensated. It's like, hey, look, we've been here for years. We put in all this time and effort. We sacrifice our time away from our families just to get this game done. But then you want to sit there and fire us just so that way you can save a penny. I said, no, it's like we're gonna take it to the higher ups and get compensated.
No, that's facts. That's figgity facts, no fiction. And like I say though, Rockstar needs to start unionizing their employees so they can get compensated. If they don't, it's going to be more lawsuits and games going to see more delays.
You're probably not going to see them at all.
Exactly. And or start taking the games and outsourcing it, because everybody wants sequels. Like personally for me, I want a new Midnight Club game because we need more arcade style racers.
Exactly. It's like Midnight Club Dub Edition. Oh man, that's like one of my favorites.
Oh yeah. To me, it was Midnight Club 2 and 3. Los Angeles, it wasn't the best.
Yep.
Bully, Manhunt, State of Emergency. Yes, State of Emergency. Bully, LA Noire, Max Payne, Red Dead Redemption 3.
The Red Dead trilogy. Yeah.
They we don't need games to be continuously be milked. Like Grand Theft Auto 5, to me, that has now become, and I hate to say this, but now Grand Theft Auto 5 has become overrated at this point.
Yeah, it's been out for 10 years. No, not 10 years. Yeah, over 10 years.
Yeah, and they could have took that time to create more games outside of GTA 5. Like they're still making like stuff for GTA Online. I'm like, I always say this: get a separate team to just work exclusively on GTA Online.
Exactly, because I mean, just like what they read that online, but of course everybody gravitates more to GTA Online more than that. But yeah, but like with GTA 5, I mean, it came out back in 2015. Then of course when the Xbox One came out 2013. Then of course when the Xbox One and the PS4, then they re-released it, and it's still going way up until now. It's like, whenever GTA 6 is supposed to drop. I mean, I hope it don't get delayed this year, but I mean, that's just wishful thinking. But anywho,
yeah, but the thing about it is, my father cut you up, but when it comes to that, they did some false advertisement. You want tell you why I say what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All right, when they released the GTA 5 on the Xbox One and PS4, all they did was up the graphics a little bit, right?
Right.
Okay, so when they did GTA 5 and they did the enhanced edition, only thing they did with that game was added 60 frames per second. They didn't add nothing new with the map. The map wasn't expanded. The story is the same. The gameplay is the same. It was false advertisement. It's something like how Sony did when it comes to The Last of Us Part 1. We thought it was a remake, but it's really just beefed up graphics.
Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, I didn't fall for it. Like, I mean, whenever they first dropped, it's like, of course, I love it. I think it's like, we didn't ask for it. It's like it wasn't really needed because you got the rematch that came out on the PS4. You get that's backwards compatible on the PS5. It was just like, just like you said, just anyway, just get more money out of you.
No, that is true though, Sensor. That is true. But let me ask you this though: what about 007 first like story and gameplay? Like, what are your thoughts about the upcoming game that's coming out like around May?
Yeah, because like I I seen some clips of it. I was like, I mean, it's really interesting because like it's been a while since we had a good 007 game. But
Mm.
I mean, for me, because I mean, my memories was of GoldenEye on
Oh
the
yeah.
N64, and then later on the Xbox, like because Rare worked on it.
Oh
I
yeah.
was like, oh yeah, oh the date is May 27th. That's what you're thinking of.
Yeah, May 22nd.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because it was supposed to come out this March, but they
Mhm.
pushed it back to May 27th. I guess just to probably work out some kinks and bugs to make sure that there's nothing broken about it. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
yeah, I'm interested about it, but like I said, I'm keeping my expectations in check just to see. I like to see more gameplay of it right before it drops in May, and that thing it just comes around Memorial Weekend. I
Oh
was like,
yeah.
phew.
Oh yeah, and we definitely gonna have a review for that game if they allow us to have an early access of the copy of the game. So we'll see to it though. But have for them bringing back like 007, it's like the first 007 that we had in a while since they had bought GoldenEye to Rare Replay.
Yep.
And playing GoldenEye, it brings back a lot of nostalgia memories because I used to play GoldenEye against my brother all the time back in the day, and sometimes even to this day, he got an edge on me on that game. You know what I'm saying? But it just bring back the fun, like memories of the actual game. You know what I'm saying? The fun, just playing with the golden gun and the multiplayer. That's that back in the day type of vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but here's the thing. You know what ends friendships? Anybody choosing an odd job.
Yeah, that is true though. That is true.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you want your friendship to end, just pick an odd job. You don't want to
Mm.
talk to your family anymore? Pick an odd job.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. But from the gameplay standpoint, from what I've seen when it comes to GoldenEye First Light, is you can still see the elements of Hitman within that game, but you can see it actually has more action based on the style of it, and that's what I actually like about First Light. I definitely want to play it. I'm definitely intrigued by it for sure.
Mm-hmm.
The story is like it's basically James Bond before James Bond. You know what I'm saying? That's like his origin story, and I'm definitely excited to see what's to come more within the game. And it's from the same people, IO Interactive. That's the same people that publish Mind's Eye. And yeah, I ain't got nothing to say about Mind's Eye. I can't because I haven't played Mind's Eye, so I can't really speak on Mind's Eye. But First Light is definitely going to be something that's going to be intriguing to a lot of people. Like, I honestly don't think it's going to be Game of the Year contender like that, but
No.
I think it's going to do some. It's going to do some numbers for sure.
Yeah, but and of course, before we move on to the next topic, yeah, it's good. It's cool. It's gonna be on multi platforms. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be on both Xbox systems, PlayStation 5, the Switch 2, and PC.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and of course, all. I mean, it looks like old Lenny Kravitz is gonna be in the game too.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. We saw that at the Video Game Awards. Yeah, he's definitely in the game. One of the antagonists of the game. So
Yeah.
it makes it intriguing for people that want to like play it more. It makes the hype process of it, on an upper scale.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. Well, of course, I'm a big Lenny fan.
mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
anyway,
Go
uh,
ahead.
just saying, if that's all you have to say, probably just
Mhm.
move on to speak on, let you speak on the Valve going to the PS5.
Oh, you want to know my thoughts about Avowed going to PS5?
Yeah,
Personally, I don't care. If whoever's clever, if you enjoy Avowed, you want to play it on PS5, so be it. I really don't care about it. Um, only thing I'm always say about it is that Microsoft needs to make Xbox games, studio games exclusive, but the Bethesda, Activision, King, Blizzard, them games be multi-platform. But like I said earlier, the higher ups they want it's just everything multi-platform. But I don't understand the people that's higher up. They tell me they want to compete, but if y'all want to
no,
compete, why y'all having so many bad mixed messaging when it comes to the product?
exactly. It's like you heard it Xbox more than helping it because this whole multi-plat thing is like, I mean, we understand the PC, but outside of that, it's like you're really hurting your product. It's like, oh, this and that is an Xbox, but you really people's not gonna buy an Xbox. It's like, I said, why should I buy one if these of all your exclusives gonna be on other platforms? Like, I'm gonna just stick to the platform that I have. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
have, if I'm say you have a PlayStation, all your exclusives are gonna be on PlayStation. What's the point of me buying an Xbox? Same thing if you have a Switch or a PC. And
No facts, and everybody know I'm more of a console gamer. You know what I'm saying? I rather play console gaming over PC. That's just me. And you know, I play PC once in a blue moon, but at the end of the day, like if I go on a PlayStation, I'm not bothered by it. As you know, more the merrier, make the money, get your extra money. I think the reason why is because of Forza actually made money, but they need to realize that not every game is going to sell on PlayStation 5. Like Gears of War Reloaded, it didn't sell that well on PlayStation 5.
Exactly.
Uh, when you look at Halo Combat Evolved, the remake is going on PlayStation 5 as well, but it's only the campaign. It don't have any multiplayer aspects to it at all. So, do I think that game is going to sell well on PlayStation 5? I honestly don't think so. And I'll tell you why when it comes to PlayStation consumers. And I'm not trying to throw shade. I'm not being no fanboy, none of this stuff. But when it comes to PlayStation consumers nowadays, from my standpoint and looking at stuff, you know what I'm saying, they really go on PlayStation to play 3 games: Call of Duty, Madden, and NBA 2K.
Or 2K, that too.
And Fortnite. So you don't really hear them like all these games getting like millions and millions of copies. So it's kind of like that when it comes to Xbox too. They really buy the Xbox for Madden, Call of Duty, 2K, Fortnite, all that stuff, Apex Legends, stuff like that. But gamers like me and Sinister, we play games outside of those games and stuff like that. Everybody know I like 2K, and Madden sometimes, but I'm more of a person that like to play single player games.
Yeah,
so
same here.
Yeah, that's just me, and I know it's Sinister too. But I like playing more single player games. I like to play games that's more single player oriented, and I like fighting games. You feel me?
That too.
And that new Marvel game that's PS5 exclusive game. I've got Marvel Token or something like that.
Yeah, Token.
Mm-hmm. Token. So I'm looking forward to playing that fighting game whenever it releases. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing the Marvel's Capcom collection. I'm playing a lot of these other different fighting games. And I just played Fatal Fury, you know, for the first time recently. And Fatal Fury, people was trashing the game, but it's actually pretty solid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but back to what I'm saying about Avowed, because I'm off subject, but Avowed to me is actually a great game. It wasn't Game of the Year contender to me, but it was actually a solid game, and it shows that when it comes to Microsoft and Xbox, they really got a solid studio with Obsidian. Same thing with The Outer Worlds 2 was a solid game. Finished that game late last year, and it was a solid game. And Obsidian, like, exclude Grounded 2 because I think Grounded 2 is trash. But Obsidian they like when it comes to Microsoft, they got a hitter on their hands when it comes to Obsidian, when it comes to the RPGs, the action RPGs at that. You know, and you already know that studio, they're working on a boatload of games at this moment. But unlike Team Kill Media, Obsidian really take their time on their games.
Exactly.
That just
they're doing the quality over profit.
Exactly. And when they put out a product, it actually comes out to be phenomenal.
Right.
You did. So let me ask you this though, Sinister. You know what I'm saying? What do you feel about these Nintendo? Because you got a Nintendo Switch too. So how do you feel about these new like Joy-Cons and how they actually look and stuff like that?
To me, I mean, it just looked the same. It's just different colors. That's base about it. The purple. That's cool and all. And I mean, to each their own. Maybe that's your favorite colors. That's so be it. But the ones I have right now, the red and the blue, I'm cool with it. You know, because hey, they both work. You know, I mean, I have to take good care of it. But for anybody who wants to get these new colors, I mean, so be it. But I mean, you got to think about it. These things are $100, and to me, it's not worth it.
Oh, $100.
Yes.
$100 for them Joy-Con controllers.
Yeah. The light purple and the light green. Yeah, they're $100. I mean, to me, yeah. That's where the greed is. Like, let me tell you about Nintendo. When it comes to their prices, like especially about them, like when it comes to their IP, they're very overprotected. But just to stay focused on this, like when it comes to their product, especially with the Switch 2, they really want to try to steal your money, like rob you. Like I'm like, come on. Especially when it comes to some of their games, like I give you an example, like with the Metroid.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that game was on the Switch 1 and the Switch 2, and they basically look the same and play the same. But anywho, the focus on these Joy-Cons, like, come on. I mean, $100 like for these things, like, I mean, you have to. I mean, if it was like one of those things you wanted like preserve it in the box, that you were afraid to take it out of the box, like, or don't even bother playing it at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like I mentioned earlier at the beginning of the stream of the podcast, it's like the power of the wallet. It's like you really got to be careful about, really think about what you're going to spend your money on.
To
Now, if you
me,
want to buy these, I mean, yeah, like I said, to each their own. If you want to buy these, that's cool and all, but I mean, really going to buy it for? Are you just going to buy these not just to show off, or are you going to buy these things just have as a backup in case like your original two that came with your system are broken and you have your backup right there?
yeah,
I don't know, but for me, nah, that it's just to me that's not worth the money. That's $100. Nah,
I don't know what to say about that, bro. I'm gonna keep it all the way trail with you though, bro. I really don't know what to say. Only thing I can really like think of that's on that realm like that though, bro. And I feel like when it comes to Nintendo is like extremely anti-consumerish when it comes to that. $100 Joy Cons for the Nintendo Switch 2. You want us to buy the Anobis for about $50-$60 a pop
mm-hmm.
for DLC content. Charging dang near $80 games. Well, actually $80 games. If you look at the state tax bracket, depends on where you at. Okay, like okay, if you look at Georgia, it's like $75. You look at Louisiana, it's like $77. If you look at Kentucky, that's like about $74-$75. New York is about like dang near. I'm sorry, like I'm saying like in the 80s percentage. You heard me? Like if you look at New York and the game's $80, it'd probably be like 87, 88. Louisiana, the same thing. Georgia about 85. LA about dang near $90. You hear me? Only thing I could really say in that perspective though, and this is just me being 100% real. Oh man. Nintendo is basically showing their major anti-consumerish ways, and when they show their anti-consumerish ways, it's not going to gravitate to people that want to pick up their product 100% like that. And
No,
that's where they're going to have to continue to hold that L at, because you're trying to overcharge people for the success for the Nintendo Switch 1. Like if you look at the Nintendo 64, it sold well. The
yep.
Nintendo GameCube, it didn't sell that well.
The
So
Wii U.
the Wii U, it didn't sell well. The Wii sold well. Now you got the Nintendo Switch, it sold extremely well. Now the Switch 2 is not selling. It's selling well, but it's not as well as people thought it would be.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm saying in the sense of this, and this is just me being brutally honest, man, because everybody know I'm the brutally honest gamer. Nintendo need to get their head from out of the behind and really cater to the consumers. Because if you're not catering to the consumers and you're trying to be so anti-consumerish, you're going to really lose fans. The people going to gravitate towards PlayStation, Xbox, and PC more than Nintendo Switch if they keep alienating their fans like that, because overpricing them products. And it's the Nintendo elitists, the Nintendo fanboys keep egging it on though. You feel what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Yeah, because I mean, Nintendo they wrote the playbook on anti-consumerism.
Yeah.
Because like to do that, overcharge for games. They like, of course, they have to go online and shut down wrong side. But of course, that's another topic for another day. But you get what I'm saying. I mean, this is
Mm-hmm.
Nintendo being Nintendo. It's like they're too busy just being stubborn. It's like I was like, man, you got to get with these times right here because people are not going to sit there. Like people who are smart with their money, they're not going to waste their money on a product like you could just overcharge them without really getting nothing really worth out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
But like, yeah, like the fanboys, yeah, they want to clown people like doing all this and that. But no, if you were the smart consumer, like I said, think with your wallet. Do you really need this product? Do you
Mm-hmm.
think it's really worth it? Worth your time and stuff like that. But like I said, with these Joy Cons right here, it's just something just to show off. I mean, that's what it is. But
Yeah, facts.
anywho,
And think about
like
it
I
is
said,
though, and I plan on getting Nintendo Switch 2 sometime this year. But because there's games I want to play. I do want to play Donkey Kong Bonanza. I do want to go back to.
that's good.
I do want to go back to some of the classic Nintendo Switch 1 games that I never got a chance to finish, like Astral Chain. I ain't never got a chance to finish that game.
Oh yeah, that's a sleeper hit.
Yeah. Super Mario Wonder. I
Mm-hmm.
have to go into that game.
Oh, you'll love that one.
Metro Prime 4 Beyond.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because people are trashing that game, but you can't really judge a game until you play it for yourself. That's the mind frame I always had. Don't go into a game. Don't really listen to everybody else's perspective until you listen to your own and see what you really think about the game. And that's
I'm the
how
same.
I feel.
Yeah, just be your own judge about it. That's
Yeah.
how I see it. But it's an anywho.
Mhm.
So what are your thoughts about Sony filing a new AI focused patent?
AI is the wave nowadays, man. If you look at AI, bro, AI is really that wave right now. And
Mhm.
Sony is using the AI patent to basically help you out throughout the game or wherever you struggle at. Wherever you may struggle at, that's basically where they're going to help you at. Personally, for me, like, don't get me wrong, you know, us at the gamer section, we may use AI for probably little things. You feel me?
Right,
We about 95% hands on with everything. So 5%
right.
we probably use AI. But to me, AI is the new wave, and people are going to really utilize AI probably to cheat on when
Mhm.
it comes to PlayStation, when it comes to certain games. It depends on what it really just depends on what AI is used for in that sense. Personally, for me, in my opinion, and the way I look at Sony and them don't using AI, go ahead and do it. Do what you got to do. Ain't nothing to really chill about. Ain't nothing to really cry river about. As a fan of gaming and as me being a console guy and I like Xbox and I like PlayStation, if they're gonna use AI, use it for the right reason. Don't use it for the wrong reason.
Exactly. It's like, I mean, yeah, because like, I mean, like you, it's like I want to go like figure things out for myself before think about using AI just to get me through a tough puzzle.
Yeah.
That's how I like. I like to figure things out. If I couldn't, then I'd use AI. But like I said, I
Mm-hmm.
want to put in the effort trying to get things done. But like I said, everybody is different. But I mean, if you throw it in there, okay, it's like it don't bother me none. But it's like
Yeah.
so. Like I said, like everybody's different about it. But that's
Mm-hmm.
pretty much all. I mean, because you got to think about it, like you seen AI's taking over everything. It's like, oh, you better grab to it now, or you can be left behind. But I mean, when it comes to AI, there's pros and cons about it. This depends what the use of it. That's just the way I
Uh,
see it.
Figgity facts, no fiction. Um, when it comes down to the AI thing, it's gonna be the new wave permanently. Everybody's
Yeah.
gonna be using AI for more things, and uh, if you look at other gaming publishers, like as far as like media outlets, they be using AI for articles and all this other stuff. So
Hmm.
because we're getting to the point where AI is going to be that formality to a lot of different sites, and pretty soon down the road, I don't know, with the gamer section, I don't know, who knows, we might be using AI for other stuff down the road. We don't know, because like I
Right.
said, AI is really that wave. And to the people that don't know what AI is, it's artificial intelligence.
Right.
So AI, even in game development, AI is being more used. Like we heard about Arc Raiders, they used AI in some spots of the game, and then same thing with Battlefield 6 and Call of Duty Black Ops 7 had a little bit of AI involved with it. So
Um,
for an example, so AI is going to be that new wave for game development. It's going to be that new wave for game covers, the whole nine. You hear me?
right.
So well, I sound like I'm from California when I said that.
Yeah.
And I ain't even from California, but that's basically in the stance of that's just basically in the stance of nowadays when it comes to AI. You hear me? So
Right.
that's just the fact of nature, man. AI is that new wave. It's here to stay. Ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So. Let me ask you this about Life is Strange. So there is something about a new Life is Strange game.
Hmm.
Um, Honestly, we have not played Life is Strange Double Exposure. If I'm not mistaken, that's the name of the game.
Yeah. Enough exposure. There's true colors and
Yeah, yeah. I beat True Colors. I beat Life is Strange 1 and 2, Before the Storm, stuff like that. I haven't not played Double Exposure.
yeah. I played the first one, but not the follow ups.
Yeah. I see to it that we play Life is Strange Double Exposure soon.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
but
Mhm.
but anyway though, the Life is Strange, this new one game is already in development. We already knew that Life is Strange is going to be a new game is going to be in development because Life is Strange has become like a favorite to a lot of gamers because of the storytelling and the gameplay mechanics and really just the storytelling in the franchise. They did a phenomenal job in telling stories. They say Double Exposure wasn't the best one out the series, but I think
Yeah.
it could be otherwise. Like I said, we're not going to sit there and judge it. Only game I'm judging right now is Cold Violet right now. But anyway, I digress. Um, what would you like to see out of this next Life is Strange game?
I mean, I'm just trying to see what else that brings to the table that you haven't seen from the sequels, you know. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how like previous characters, how they interact with this one, you
Mm-hmm.
know, that's basically I want to see because. But for me, I have to go back and play the sequels, the ones I haven't, played, just to get me up to speed. So that way, whenever this one drops, that way I know more of what I'm talking about. It's like, okay, what I'm saying, I hope that they'll bring something new to the new one whenever it drops.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like how it is with the storyline, how see how the characters interact with each other, and their chemistry and everything. That's what I like to see. But no, not gonna speak much on that.
You know what? I think with this Life is Strange game, I think they need to bring all the past characters from Life is Strange and put them in one game and have a different formality to create like a full circle moment. You feel what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, it is called reunion. So you might as well bring it, bring everybody in.
Yeah, that
So
gets if
that
they would.
way, mhm.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so that way you bring all these past characters together, see, what can form. Like, hey, like, see how they interact with each other. It's like, especially with their dilemma and like, it's like, hey, how'd you get here and how'd you get the, to see
Hmm.
how things are.
Exactly, man. If they would like put it in that full circle type of vibe with this Life is Strange game, I
Hmm.
think this would probably be like the best game that they will ever put out. But knowing them, they ain't gonna do that. They gonna have create a different story. But what I've noticed about Life is Strange when it comes to the games, do you remember like it used to be episodic back in the day, as far as like they
Yeah,
put out each episode in different like months to
yeah, episodes 1 through whatever.
yeah, now they put it out in like actual full fledged type of games.
Yeah, that's which is cool.
You know,
That way you pay everything all at once instead of like buying them every whatever ever so often.
yeah, but what I also noticed that it's not in like a full episode. It's just like a full fledged game at this point.
Which is cool. You don't have to break everything down; just play it all at once.
They'll still do like the previously on Life is Strange such and such. They'll still do that,
I mean,
but
that's cool.
just like okay. Let me ask you this. Okay, you see how Telltale be doing their games, right?
Yeah.
And you already know they're working on one of your favorite games in the whole wide world, The Wolf Among Us 2.
Yep.
And you know that's coming out. I believe that game coming out this year, The Wolf Among Us 2.
Oh
But
man, that'd be awesome.
yeah, and that's Sinister's review, y'all. Yeah, he's gonna be reviewing The Wolf Among Us too. So just letting y'all know. but
All right.
yeah, but
Before you move on to the next one, what do you think? What are your thoughts about Wolfenstein 3 being in the works?
I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna finish up the Life is Strange
Okay.
topic real quick. All right. So before I finish off with Life is Strange, okay, like Life is Strange reunion, whatever it's gonna be called. Hopefully they showcase it this year and it releases this year. Not around the time with Grand Theft Auto 6 being around because that game is definitely gonna get over like any game that Grand Theft Auto like any game that gets close to the release of Grand Theft Auto 6 is definitely gonna get overshadowed because everybody and their mom are gonna be playing Grand Theft Auto 6 and that's including us, you dig? So
Yeah, because I mean, definitely put it out before then. Like not
yeah,
not in the same month, at least a few months before GTA 6.
yeah, because even when Call of Duty, the next Call of Duty game come out, that's gonna get overshadowed by GTA 6.
Yep.
So now, but to answer the Wolfenstein 3 game, that's long overdue. We ain't gonna see it anytime soon. They in pre-production talks, but that game is not coming out anytime soon. Uh, I'm looking forward to it because we haven't had a Wolfenstein game since the Youngbloods game,
Right.
and hopefully it caps off the trilogy. from the Wolfenstein franchise. The two Wolfenstein games we had already gotten. And hopefully they have a compelling story. Like if I were them, I would hire or get people from Obsidian to help with the storytelling of Wolfenstein to really like give it an epic finale that it deserves.
Yeah, because I mean, one thing I played the one with his two daughters on it. It's like the gameplay was cool. The storyline was like, it was all right. I mean, it's cool. That's the legacy. BJ has his twin daughters, like, being at the forefront. But like this time to like bring dear old dad back.
Mm-hmm. But playing Wolfenstein on the hardest difficulty, bro. Woo. About one hit a quitter, bro. One hit a quitter, you gone.
Yeah, it's like I used to play the old school ones. Like I even tried it out on the hardest difficulty. I was like, yeah, it's like, you really got to take your time. You really have to study the game really that much just to survive on there on the hardest difficulty.
Oh yeah, and
I mean,
ain't a joke.
Yeah, because I never the one that was on the OG Xbox. Like my cousin and I, we beat that game on the hardest difficulty, and we did it in one try. Like, I mean, we didn't like, hey, we just studied it, and we beat Heinrich like no problem.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. All I can say about Wolfenstein is that it's a phenomenal franchise. Hopefully they keep making Wolfenstein after this one comes out, like do side games and stuff.
Right.
But I want them to go out with if this one is the last of the franchise or last of the trilogy, they need to go out with a bang. They need to go out with a full-fledged bang. And once they go out with a full-fledged bang with it, bro, man, look, people gonna be begging for another Wolfenstein game.
Exactly, because like, I mean, BJ, he's just that dude. I mean, he was just so cool. Like, just him just taking out Nazis and everything. Like, it's like I said, to anybody out there who played Wolfenstein from the beginning up until now, I was like, you know what I'm talking about, because like, with this one, we're definitely gonna see what they're gonna bring to the table.
Oh yeah, facts. Okay, I got one side question before we get into the final topics of the show. All right. Duke Nukem, right? It just came to me, Duke Nukem. Do you think they should bring it back, and what studio should work on the next Duke Nukem if they bring it back?
I think it should be brought back. Now, as far as like this, who should work on it, that's a tough one. If I gotta say so myself, it's like they really have to go back and study, like, hey, what work or what needs to be improved on, just in order just to bring it back for a modern audience. Like, I mean, if you could bring back his trademark here, but just up his humor a little bit more, because heck, he's known for his humor. Don't get me wrong. But like I said, to work on that, that's a tough one. I mean, they really have to bring their A game.
I already got a studio in mind. The same people that made Bulletstorm, People Can Fly.
Oh, okay.
Because if you think about it, they had Duke Nukem on Bulletstorm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I feel like People Can Fly. They really can anchor and do a new Duke Nukem game. That would be more suitable for them. Either them or Machine Games. They'd be more suitable to do a Duke Nukem game. Those two are the studios. That's just my personal opinion. So Ubisoft, Halifax, I can't say that. Halifax, wherever. They actually shut down, and my opinion about it is this. Before I know you have something to say about it, but my opinion about it is why would you shut down the studio? And Ubisoft need more games outside of what we've been getting, because don't get me wrong, I like Assassin's Creed, but I'm Assassin's Creed out, bro. And now go ahead.
No, you're just gonna finish.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. I'm Assassin's Creed out. I like Assassin's Creed Shadows. I'm at the end of the DLC. Like, I got about 2 more missions left, right? And bro, Assassin's Creed, they got Assassin's Creed Black Flag, which I'll play that one because that's actually really good. It's a remake. I like that game. Then you got Assassin's Creed Helix coming out. You got another side Assassin's Creed game that don't even know about. that we don't know about yet. Then you have a new Rayman game, which we haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah, we definitely need him back.
And then Beyond Good and Evil 2. We haven't heard about Beyond Good and Evil 2, like any new trailers or any new updates. Basically, only thing we heard about Beyond Good and Evil 2 is that they're hiring people to and staffing out to continue on with the game. And the game has been in development for over dang near 2 decades.
That's good. That's not good.
That's horrendous right now. And then Ubisoft has been really trying to follow trends, and we haven't even seen a Far Cry 7 in a minute. Like come on, man. People are ready for the next Far Cry game. We haven't got Far Cry since Far Cry 6. Far Cry 6, that was all the way back in like what, 2021, 2022?
Right. Mm-hmm.
So where's the next Far Cry game? We're like, but them shutting down the studio, it doesn't make it better. It actually makes it worse. Matter of fact, the question is what's going on with the Prince of Persia game? Ain't it supposed to drop early 2026? Ain't it supposed to drop this month? Matter of fact.
Well, it looks like it's in limbo right now because, I mean, you got to think about this studio has just been unionized, and then now, just out of nowhere, poof, gone. They say, hey, we're shutting it down. 71 employees are out of work.
Yeah, that's beyond me, man. You know what I mean?
Ubisoft has always been like, I said like this decade. I mean, Ubisoft's just been in the bad news and stuff like that. But don't get me wrong, it's like they have some good games here and there, but as a business, like as a studio, man, they've been doing things and not in a positive light.
Yeah, the Ubisoft studios, man. I don't know what to say about it. It's very very horrendous at this point. Like all these games that they're supposed to be having that they're working on has been basically of following trends, basically making live service games. Like if you look at X Defiant, that game was an epic fail.
Yep.
You feel me? Then you had then they was gonna make a Ghost Recon game in a live service format. That was epic fail. Like the question is like, what's going on with Splinter Cell? What are we going to see with a Splinter Cell game? You feel me? Mm-hmm. When it comes to Rayman, what's next with Rayman? What's going on with Beyond Good and Evil 2? What's going on with the other IPs that they own? Because like when it comes to Ubisoft, they own a lot of IPs, a lot of franchises.
Yeah, they're hardly using any of them. Like all they heard about coming out of there is like I think it's Division 3.
Oh yeah, speaking of that, Division 3. I'm Division out also with that game, man. Like after shout out to my homeboy Silent, right?
Uh-huh.
AKA Andrew Tucker World. Y'all check out his boxing channel and stuff. So one night we was on Xbox Live and we did that challenge where you had to go up 100 floors, right?
Yep.
So we got to that 100th floor, and the mind that 100th floor was hard as hell.
Oh, yes.
So I had to come up with a tactic to lure them to a side where they come through, and it had put out a lot of these electric grenades and had torrents and everything ready for them. Mm-hmm. And they still came at us, and we almost didn't get through it, but we ended up getting through it. And after that, I was like, bro, I'm Division's out, bro. Since then, I ain't played Division 2 since then. And they're working on Division 3. Cool. They got another DLC for Division 2 called Snowdrop. They basically snowing in Washington, D.C. Yeah. Pretty much you're still doing the same missions. All they're doing is basically making it where it's snowing in Washington, D.C. And the mission's pretty much, it's really pretty much the same game. Like I could tell right now that people still play the Division 2, but people are not playing it like they once did.
Right.
And they just need to go ahead and focus strictly on Division 3. Focus on if they're gonna finally go ahead and just say we're gonna do a Star Wars Outlaws 2. Cool, do that. Because Star Wars Outlaws, it wasn't the best game, but after they patched it up a lot, it actually became a phenomenal game.
Yeah, it's not a bad game. It's just, I mean, at the time, it just wasn't that great up until now. Like now that they fixed it up.
Yeah, it's better. And right now, man, Ubisoft is it's like EA right now. They're in a tight spot. You know what I think though, man?
What's
I
that?
think Ubisoft, they need to get into sports games just as well, like how EA is, to give EA some competition. Because Ubisoft can do that.
Oh yeah,
Go
that's something else I wanted to come over there real quick before we get to the last topic. Is like,
ahead.
I mean, like these sports games. I
Hmm.
mean, like a lot of these sports games, they just needs competition, like you see in real life.
Hmm.
I mean, with EA and stuff like that, they need to give up that license because like other studios, I mean, let other publishers have a crack at it with those sports games. That way, you have more competition. 2K definitely needs competition
Oh yeah.
because, like, with the 2K series, like, I mean, because every time they keep releasing these yearly installments and stuff like that, it's like it's gonna keep getting stale and stale because no lack of competition to keep them on their toes. Same thing with hockey and these other things. Like, I just felt like when it comes to the real leagues and stuff like that, do deals with other publishers, not just one. That way, hey, all these publishers can have a chance to release a game here, and a game there. That way, hey, the competition is good. They come up with some new ideas. It keeps everybody on their toes. That way, hey, you could bring more innovation instead of like lackadaisical products.
Hmm.
So
Okay. I do you one better, right? Okay, you remember how they had announced that they was going to do college basketball again, right?
yeah,
As soon as 2K stepped into the ring of doing that, college they ended up canceling it because EA wanted to get exclusive rights for college basketball, and
bad idea.
NCAA and all that, they didn't want to do that.
That was a bad idea. That was the worst idea because, like I said, look what they did with Madden. I'm glad they said no.
Hmm. And now if you look at the NFL license, it looks like it's not going to get renewed for Madden at this point. From what I was reading on the NFL side,
Yeah,
so it's going to be open season for the NFL license to go out. And I think 2K should go ahead and create ESPN 2K series back or something like that. You feel me?
hmm
But you also got to think too. The UFL is coming back in March, and that that football league is actually gaining steam and starting to get popular.
that's good.
So that's going to give Madden some competition. You know what I'm saying? UFL and Madden, that's definitely some good competition. And then you remember that game NBA Street from back in the day, right?
Yep.
All right, so they had this game called The Run Got Next. You feel
hmm
me? And NBA the NBA license is not an exclusive license. So any NBA game they have is they got the license for. So the team that had this game called The Run Got Next, they actually got the NBA license. Now the game is called NBA The Run, and it's made for yo. What up, Myers? What's going on, bro?
What up, Myers?
So since now the devs that has been doing the Run Got Next actually got the secure license of NBA The Run now. So you'll see NBA players in this arcade style game. And not only that, they're trying to bring the NBA players from not NBA players, the street players from NBA Street to the game for the NBA To Run, which I think is a good look. You want to play with Stretch, you want to play with Piggy Littles, Dimes, and all that. You
Right.
dig? And I feel like that'd be a good look because and then not only that, it'll give EA some competition to bring back NBA Street because everybody want NBA Street also. And then 2K got NBA Playgrounds. So it's going to bring competition to have the NBA Streets, the NBA Playgrounds, the NBA To Run. And I feel like NBA To Run is going to have a lot of competition. That's what I'm looking forward to that game. It's supposed to drop this year, and I'm looking forward to playing that game. But as far as like you know competition, I feel like when it comes to MLB The Show, they need competition.
Exactly. And the
Because
hockey, the NHL hockey, they need competition.
and FC they need competition. Madden need
Yep.
competition. NBA 2K needs competition. When it comes to the sports simulation, as far as like basketball night, they need competition. Fight night, they need competition. You know what I'm saying? 2K had Prize Fighter, but that was a fail. And I think 2K and it was potential that with Prize Fighter. I think that will be that the mecca of competition of because everybody know that EA is working on the next Fight Night game
hmm
because they had put that on hold to finish UFC 5. Now they're working on the next Fight Night, so that's cool. And then you got Undisputed. Undisputed honestly came out to be a dud at this point. But only thing I can really say as far as sports games is it's all about competition, and 2K doesn't have no competition. That's why they feel so comfortable to drop pretty much the same game each year. Even though I play it, I'm at fault for it because I play it every year. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. Only thing I can say is it's all about competition.
Right.
It's just figure facts, no fiction. But
Right.
let's talk about Lies of P2. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are your thoughts about Lies of P2, and what would you like to see from Lies of P2?
Oh man, it's one of them soul-like games. Man, I had a tough time getting through it because I mean, usually I don't play those soul-like games like that because I have a little one, but I'm on the last time I did play it, I was able to get a little bit farther. But as far as the sequel goes, I mean, I'm definitely interested in what new mechanics they're going to bring to this one, as well as the story. How after it happened with the DLC and everything. So um, that's not much I have to say on that.
Facts. Okay, I played Lies of P. I beat Lies of P, DLC and all that, right? They do have an easy mode on Lies of P now, so you can play the game on easy mode. They're starting to put them more into Souls-like games. I think that's a good look, so people can actually play and enjoy the game more instead of like raging and quitting. Like,
Right.
I can't say about Elden Ring because Elden Ring's still hard as hell. I heard the DLC for Elden Ring was like tough.
Oh, the Night Rain.
No, not Night Ring. It was the other DLC that came out. It was the first DLC that came out before Night Ring.
Herb Tree.
Yeah, they say that DLC's on a whole nother level of horror. I was like, man, I'm cool on that one, bro. I'm not.
I was like, yeah, I ain't trying to raise my blood pressure on that. It's like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, and I'm kind of Souls out a little bit because we've been seeing majority Souls-like games this generation than any other generation. I'm Souls-like out.
And something
Fatigue.
roguelike.
Yeah,
roguelike fatigue too.
Yeah, roguelike and Souls-like. That's, man. I'm tired of roguelike games. I'm tired of Souls-like games at this point. I like them, but at the same time, I'm like Souls-like roguelike out, man, because it's just too many of them that they create. And I feel like they're doing it just because they following a trend and not creating their own original concept of games. Like, where's the games that had more like Devil May Cry like vibes and stuff like that? We haven't seen too many Devil May Cry style games outside of Bayonetta and
the hack and slash. Yeah.
Like, only game we know of that got that game that's Devil May Cry like game is Romeo is a Dead Man that's coming out next month, which we'll have a review for too. So, but only thing I can say about Lies of P, Lies of P2, they just gonna have to bring their A game in and show how they're different from any other Souls-like game.
Exactly.
If they don't bring their A game, if they don't bring it for the next go around, because we don't know when Lies of P2 coming out. It might be because it seems like they're in the early stages of it. You know what I'm saying? They probably either in pre-production or just started full production of the game.
I say probably no later than next year.
No, I say probably 3 years from now.
Yeah.
Because it takes a while to like put a game like that together. You know what I'm saying? So let me ask you this though. Like, I asked this last week, but I'm asking you this week.
Yeah.
What game? Well, I asked you this. What game are you looking forward to playing in the first quarter of this year? In the first 3 months of this year?
I mean, of course, Resident Evil Requiem.
Outside of Requiem. Outside of Requiem.
Oh, I don't have one outside of that one, unfortunately.
Honestly, bro, after playing that Pragmata on PC, it's in the second quarter, but I'm definitely looking forward to that one. Resident Evil Requiem.
Oh yeah, that's on my radar. That one, since you brought that one up.
Like, I got Spine on my radar. I have, I got GTA 6 on my radar too. I definitely want to play that. Man, I wish they would bring back another Need for Speed game outside of Unbound, man, because they dropped the ball with just putting Need for Speed on ice.
I know, because I enjoyed some of the last ones. Of course, I have it on Xbox and PC. So.
Yeah, like, okay, Need for Speed Unbound, man, it gave me that underground vibe. You know what I'm saying? I definitely like the Need for Speed Unbound.
But to me, I seen. I mean, did you ever send some of the rubber banding on there? Like,
Yeah, in the beginning stages, yeah.
oh yeah, because I mean, yeah. But shout out to my homeboy Lord Rakim. Yeah, that's the only thing we're talking about. It's like, man, we hate these racing games that have massive rubber banding. And when I mentioned I played that Fast and Furious Arcade Edition, there was a whole lot of rubber banding on there.
Yeah, that game terrible. That game is tremendously terrible. That was a racing game with the likes of Fast and the Furious on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like, man, it's like how you disrespect the license this way? It's like, I mean, I'd rather play like the real arcade versions of Fast and Furious than this one.
Yeah, that was bad, bro. That ain't gonna lie, that was tremendously bad. But all in all, though, like I'll tell you like this here, the two most disappointing racing games that I played, that was last year. That was Ren Sport and Project Motor Racing.
Oh, I definitely feel. To me, I have to add another disappointment to that one. That was NASCAR 25.
That definitely was a
Was,
disappointment.
like I said, that was another one with massive rubber banding in. Just the gameplay mechanics. It's like, oh my goodness, it needed some work.
Oh yeah, I heard, I saw the review, so I already know.
Yeah, because like I said, like I showed it to my boy Rakim, he gave me that same reaction. I was like,
Yeah, man. Hopefully, like with these new racing, because they got a lot of new racing games coming out this year. Like Screamers coming out this year. That's another game I'm looking forward to for that for sure. And that game Carnage, it's kind of like the modern day Twisted Metal.
oh yeah, that's another one I really miss is Twisted Metal because
Mhm.
I had a chance to play the last one that was on the PS3, but I mean, out of the other ones, like my top three are Twisted Metal 2, Black, and Head On.
What about Vigilante 8?
I played it one time. Like I said, I mean, I wish I had played it a little bit more because I mean, I wasn't disappointed with it. It's just I didn't have a chance like to deep dive really into it.
Oh, it's actually pretty good. It's like similar to Twisted Metal, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, because I mean, I rented it one time. I was like, dang, I wish I could rent it again. But other than that, it's like everything moved on to the new systems.
Nah, but they got a new game that's like Twisted Metal called Carnage. That's supposed to come out this year. I actually been like speaking with the devs about trying to get an interview and review their game and stuff like that. But that game's look like it's gonna be something serious, bro. I'm telling you, going to liking that game, Carnage. A4. Then got Screamer that's coming out too. That's kind of like Need for Speed. Like honestly though, if we need more games that can fill that void that's outside of Need for Speed, since Need for Speed is put on ice right now.
Yeah, well, thanks to EA.
EA is really tripping. I don't know who's behind EA, but they really tripping.
Yeah, yeah, because we talked about it in the last podcast about like I know Saudi Arabia like acquiring them and stuff like that.
Yeah, and the only thing I can see from EA from this point forward is they're going downhill from here.
Mm-hmm.
Because like you put Need for Speed on ice, Battlefield 6, it's been mixed reports about Battlefield 6, and now they want to make annual releases on Battlefield 6, Battlefield as a franchise now.
No, please don't.
Now you give Call of Duty some competition. I'm all for it. I'm all for competition. I ain't gonna lie to you.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, because look, honestly, I want a sequel to Battlefield Hardline.
Oh yeah, because that was really great to me.
Yeah. The cops and robbers theme of the game, I like that. And there's one more thing I want to talk about before we get off here. This is the last topic I want to talk about.
All right.
And this is an opinionated topic. Since we know that Jeff Keighley actually has the Video Game Awards and Summer Game Fest, does the bad pacing and lackluster of these showcases make you miss E3?
In a way, yeah.
And why?
I mean, it was just a little bit way better presentation. It's that I mean, just Jeff Keighley. It's just the way he just works his show. It's just lackluster. It's like I was like, man, who's in charge of this thing? Like the presentation and the pacing of it was just lackluster. Like the way he hosts his shows, I'm like, it's a bore fest.
I agree. 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 I
E3 was just way better.
Now, I agree, because if you think about it, they had all these like live presentations where they was on stage and they were showcasing the games on stage. If you look at what's going on right now, like Jeff Keighley, the pacing of his shows is bad, and then the games that he shows is not. It's like hit or miss. Like, okay, if you look at the last game that they showed at the Video Game Awards, they gave High Guard, right?
Yeah.
And it was lukewarm reception because people don't care about the free to play module of that. And that was a free to play game, and everybody was pissed. Like, why you want to showcase a free to play game? And that could have been like a phenomenal. It could have been a different game that would have been better than that game. You know what I'm saying? That's what people were saying. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and judge High Guard because, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna eventually have to play it and review it ourselves. Whenever it's gonna most likely gonna be on PC first, so we'll just probably start playing on PC until then.
Right.
But when it comes to like E3, yes, it's missing in action. Like, we need an E3 to come back in some type of capacity, because when it comes to Jeff Keighley's showcases, to me, he be glazing the heck out of PlayStation and Kojima.
Yes.
And what I mean, and people don't know what that means. Basically, he be, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm trying to say it in a way where it don't sound crazy. He be overhyping PlayStation, fanboying towards PlayStation, and overhyping Hideo Kojima so heavy. You get what I'm saying? And, you know, all respect to Kojima and stuff like that. You know, he's very creative mind when it comes to game development. Exactly. But when it comes to Jeff Keighley, he's overrated as a person. He got some vendetta against Xbox. I don't know what it is, but a professional person would stay off of fanboys and just keep it professional and keep it neutral. With him, he doesn't do that. He just catered more towards PlayStation. And if you notice, about last 5-10 years of the winnings of the Video Game Awards has all been PlayStation games.
Yep.
Like The Last of Us 2 Part 2, that wasn't no Game of the Year game. That game, the gameplay was cool, but the story was trash.
No, because that game, you know, because Ghost of Tsushima should have won that one.
Exactly. Ghost of Tsushima should have actually won that Game of the Year, not The Last of Us Part 2. The Last of Us Part 2, I'm going to say it again. The gameplay was cool, but the story was trash.
Yep. Yeah, I guess 2018. That was the one where God of War 2018 won over Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, I disagree with that. I thought Red Dead Redemption 2 should have won over God of War 2018.
Yeah, because Red Dead Redemption 2, I mean, it dominated that one, except for of course, it didn't get the big one.
Nah, it is what it is, though, man. But I ain't gonna lie, to E3, it needs to make its return because the shows was actually a lot better. Like EA Play, they don't do their showcase anymore because they ain't really got in the show. Ubisoft they hardly have any showcase. Like, we don't even know when the Ubisoft 4 is coming out. The only showcases that we know that's coming out in the first 3 months of this year is we have the Xbox Developers Direct that's coming out on the 22nd. You know, they got a Nintendo Direct next month, and then you got they got a PlayStation State of Play either next month or March. So that's the only showcases we actually know that's gonna be coming out in the first 3 months. Then it's gonna start getting quiet again until around May and June. June gonna have all the showcases, and we gonna be doing a heck of a lot of streaming on when that happens,
right?
Or possibly be there in person. You never know. But that's all I really gotta say about it. You got any final thoughts before you get out of here?
No, it was I appreciate it. For those who showed up to the podcast, man, we appreciate y'all. It's like I said, we're going to be back podcasting, and hopefully we'll have some better topics. But the ones that we have are not bad, but you got to say this is January. It's going to take time for all the better topics to come. But like I said, we do appreciate those that show up and support us. So we appreciate y'all.
Nah, figure facts. Go ahead and give you an outro on where they can find you at.
This is your boy Sinister, and you can follow me on my social medias. On Instagram, it's Sinister1019. On X/Twitter, it's Conshu19. And also, if you can follow me on Xbox, it's Sinister Tar Heel, all caps. Body Count 92 on PlayStation. Sinister Tar Heel, spelled Berkeley on Steam. And on my Switch code, you got to go to my YouTube channel because I'm not giving that one out. So that's all I have. Go ahead, Kano.
Yeah, you can follow the gamer section on Steam at the gamer section. Probably gonna put it as my name, KO Kano. I don't know. On Xbox, you can find me at KO Kano 2733. At PlayStation is Real KO Kano. All my social media sites is at Real KO Kano. Follow the gamer section on the social medias, like on Twitter and all that, at the gamer section. If you want some merch, like some gamer section merch, y'all go ahead and hit up the website. It's on the website with the merch, the Teespring, the T-Public merch and stuff like that. We will have limited edition clothing coming soon. You know, featuring Sinister Tar Heel. He'll have his own limited edition merch on the website, so y'all stay tuned for that. And I will have the same thing on my end, so y'all definitely stay tuned for that. On the merch side, check out the gamersection.blogspot.com. It's about to be thegamersection.com very soon with the domain. We get all that situated right now. Yeah, man, we're on the road to 3,000 subscribers. So make sure y'all tell a friend to tell a friend. And also, we are still doing a giveaway right now. We're giving away Xbox and a PlayStation code for Car X Street. So if y'all haven't tapped into the details, go ahead and tap into it, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel for y'all to enter. And we'll be back next week with another episode of the Gamer Section Podcast. So y'all definitely stay tuned, man. Y'all don't want to miss what we have. And also, if y'all want to be a part of the Gamer Section, all y'all gotta do is DM us and email us, and because we are looking for gaming news personnel people and more reviewers that want to review games as well and stuff like that, and want to be a part of the podcast. So if y'all definitely interested, please DM us. Either on the Gamer Section Twitter or on our separate Twitters, or just email us at the Gamer Section Podcast at gmail.com. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the post notification bell for when we drop videos. We're gonna leave it on that note. We out. Peace.
Sayonara, y'all.